Hey, what's up, boys? Hope y'all did not decide to take a trade today. Today was pretty trash on the low time frame if you do trade, intraday. So yeah, pretty much going into the day, we had crude oil inventories, which is not high impact news, and we had FOMC meeting minutes right at 2 p.m. And like 90% of the time, when Powell's yapping for the FOMC meeting minutes, it's pretty trash price. It's not very volatile at all with the data that I've collected every single time I see it happen. So it's typically not the best. So I'm definitely not trading PM session. I usually don't trade PM session anyway. Um, but focusing more on the AM session, we had no high impact news, and it was the day before CPI, a big news event. So not trading today. Locked myself out of the account when I first woke up, and just decided to not trade, and ended up saving me in the long run. Right. I took two winning tape reads. No, one winning tape read and one break even. But yeah, pretty much going into the day, you see right here that we have. I typically don't look at the 4 hour way too much, but I noticed that we did have a 4 hour right here, and on the 15 minute, it was looking like a market maker buy model was setting up. So I had this in mind. So we had a 4 hour BIST that was tapped, and pretty much when you see a 4 hour PD array, you want to see a 15-minute market maker model from there. So with this in mind, I do all my analysis on the 15 minute, right? And as you see right here, we have this expansive range right here, right? From the yesterday's PM session, we had this expansive range, really obvious range, right? So went to the day marking out this low to this high, right? That is the range. I want to see price return into the equilibrium and for us to continue higher, right? Tapped into the 4 hour BIST, tapped into the equilibrium, right? No London SMT, no London manipulation, really obvious manipulation, right? What that tells me is that we are going to look for a Judas swing. We are going to look for a New York Open manipulation, right? So when you do not see high time from SMT during London, you look for a Judas swing at New York Open, right? So with that in mind, no high time from SMT with during London. So now I'm looking for a Judas swing, a fake move when market opens. So right here, as you can see, market opens 8:30, and we ended up forming SMT at this low, right? And 9:30 opens, and we continue to push even lower. This really wasn't the Judas swing. I wouldn't consider that the true manipulation. We ended up pushing up one more time because at this point we had bearish SMT. This is the only thing that was holding us down, right? We had bearish SMT at this high. Looking at this, I'm trying to be as simple as possible. We had bearish SMT at these highs, and this is the only thing that was holding me back from being fully bullish, right? And so we had this bearish SMT, and as you can see right here at 9 o'clock, we broke this SMT. This is a protected high. SMT, this would be the protected high right here. You don't want to see this high swept, right? And as you can see, price ran up at 9 o'clock, swept that high, and it broke the SMT, right? This was a failure swing before, now it's not, right? We took out this high. So no more. Took out that high. So now I'm very confident in my bullish bias, right? Because at this point, we then have SMT. We have SMT at these lows. We have SMT at these lows, and I think we had like an extra SMT on like the 5 minute low time frame. Just an extra confirmation, right, that we're going higher. And once I saw that this 15-minute inversion right here, we inversed price, dumped lower, tapped in back down into the equilibrium of the range. We formed this double SMT. I want to see price break this inversion, right? And that's exactly what we got. And price ended up targeting my main point of interest, which was the prior week highs. All right, let me talk about this real quick, right? So prior week highs was right here, okay? Prior week high was right here. I'll go over my analysis in my Discord in a second. Prior week high was right here, right? These are smooth highs. And when you see this, when you see price get super close like this happened at 3 p.m. yesterday's PM session. We literally got a couple points away. We got 3 points away from taking out this, major buy side. And what do we do from here? We completely reversed. No SMT at those highs. Completely reversed, right? And that's called engineering liquidity, right? Engineering liquidity pretty much is where you're engineering sell stop or stops into the market, right? When there's people a lot of people, a lot of retail traders are shorting right here, right? They're putting in their short position, putting their stop loss above this level because when they see price reject off of, these already smooth highs, these equal highs, they see this as resistance. So where do they put their stops? Above it, right? So that's when price, you see price, get very close to a key level in buy side or sell side, runs away. Majority of the time, it will return back to that level to take those people out. So with that in mind, we got extremely close to taking this high out. So I was extremely bullish going into the day, and these were just confirmations that we were going higher, right? And as you can see, what do we do? Like I was talking about earlier, 4-hour BISI to 15-minute market maker buy model. All right, 4-hour BISI engaged right here, and as you can see, we have the sell side of the curve right here of the 15-minute, and the buy side of the curve continuing higher to this main terminus, this main point of interest up here, right? And so let me show y'all my analysis real on Discord that I posted out. If y'all are not in there, y'all should join up. Y'all are missing on some sauce and shit. So yeah, going into the week, I marked out that, yeah, going into next week, I'm wanting to see this inverse, this large H1 SIBI. If we continue to hold the SIBI, I will switch bearish, and we ended up not. Right, the low-hanging fruit was a smooth prior week highs, which is right here, which is exactly what we hit today. Okay, stacking bullish SMT. I wanted to see higher prices on Sunday, right? And today we ended up taking out those prior week highs. So yeah, not too bad. W day. Let me actually go over the quick tape reads that I actually took, real quick. I am hyper right now for no reason. Okay, so this is the first trade I took. We had SMT at the high time frame. It wasn't, we didn't make this low yet, so it was still like we still had the main manipulation right here. SMT at these lows. Entered right here, put my stop loss below this order block, this random ass order block, and targeted these smooth highs. All right, that was my low hanging fruit objective. Put my stop loss to break even, as well as my first take profit when we hit this pretty much halfway point. This buy side right here, these smooth edges right here, align with this really clean BPR, if you ask me. Really clean BPR. That's a nice little trade right there. Caught that, as well as this break-even trade that I took. All right, so we had this BPR right here as well. Broke the BPR, entered about like right here-ish. Put my stop loss to the last down close or last up close candle right here, and targeted the prior week smooth highs. Right, which was my high time frame draw on liquidity. As you can see, we took out this buy side here, which is, it was a little bit less than halfway, which is like not my model. But I decided to do this because of extra context, right? On the high time frame, on that the high time frame, ES, we took out the prior day high, which was this high all the way up here. So super obvious SMT. We took out the prior day high on ES, and Nasdaq was still all the way down here at this point when we took out this high, right? So we had really high time frame SMT, bearish SMT. So I was just being extra careful, even on my demo or not, yeah, even on my demo account, I was being extra safe because I got to treat this as me trading the live market. I still got to be patient. I still got to be acting like I'm trading real live money. All right, so went break even, and as you can see right here, we ended up winning the trade. Even though I exited, pretty much the analysis was correct. And if you pay attention, look at this BPR, right? Look at how we respect this BPR. This is a nice, journal entry. This is a nice note to take. Little stuff like this will help you along the way. Taking these small notes on like price action, it's great, right? Bodies closed perfectly at the BPR, right? We never closed inside of the BPR, and from here we had this expensive move higher to take out the prior day high, and from there we just continued pumping higher and higher and higher, right? So, yeah, not a bad day today really on the high time frame, but the low time frame was absolutely garbage. So hopefully most of y'all stayed out. And yeah, let's do a little outro real quick, bro. Everything exotic.